I've just been building out a box on our ceiling, so when our wood stove flue pipe passes through the ceiling, it passes through at a flat level horizontal point rather than at the angle that the ceiling is sloped at. It was a bit of a head scratcher for me, this one, because I had to try and think of how this box could fit to the angle of the roof but still end up horizontal. There's also the plasterboard around the box to consider and making sure that that's still got wood to support it and be screwed into, but I got there in the end. So here's the finished thing before I plasterboard around it, so you can see how the lining inside is going right up to the underside of the roof and is keeping all of the insulation well out of the way so it can't get near the pipe. I've had to leave these cut out so I can at a later date fit the stovepipe. It's got a bracket and they need to fit to the underside of the rafters. I think when this is finished, it's plasterboarded, it's painted, I think it's going to do really well to make more of a feature of the wood stove below. In an ideal world, I would have bought a ceiling support box like this, but I couldn't get hold of one without getting one from another country and having to import it and pay a small fortune, which I don't want to do. So I'm improvising. I've got a bracket that's going to do the job, allow me to fit the pipe on the angle. I'm just having to modify what I'm doing a bit. I've just come in to get the towels in because I'm pretty sure it's going to rain. Did you hear that thunder?
Yeah, but I'm a bit preoccupied.
Yeah.
You're in stealth mode there. I didn't hear you coming.
I don't think you're going to have to rinse her off. Oi!
Poppy. No, when I came out, when I started to give her a wash, it was really sunny. But yeah, the dark clouds are rolling in. It's not giving out any rain now until much later, so.
It's definitely going to rain. I can see it in the distance.
Oh no, Pop. Oh. What's going to stop us first then, the rain or Harrison wanting food? That is the question. Good shake. Good shake. Yeah. Okay.
Now that the ceiling is finished, I've come back into the cabin to see what it sounds like, because you might remember that before, with just the sandwich panel roof, it was so noisy in here, but now with the insulation and all the plasterboard closing it in, it's nice and peaceful. Like, granted, you can still hear it, but it's so much quieter. The only place you can really hear it is right here, because that's obviously the underside of the sandwich panel and there's no insulation there, but once that's boarded up, I think we'll be all good. can't tell you how excited I am to have a ton of sockets and outlets in here. We're gonna have 16 in total, and it really is boring. I feel so dull saying this out loud, but where we're living right now, we've got so few, and we're living in a land of extension leads, and I hate it. Is this what happens? You have a baby and you just become really dull and you get excited over sockets? I really hope not. So I'm just plasterboarding all the rest of the exterior walls. I'm leaving this area for now because I need to box out here for the consumer unit. And speaking of sockets, there's a ton on this wall that I need to cut out. I think there's 7 or 8 along here. So I'm going to focus right now on getting the rest of this wall plasterboarded and getting all of the sockets cut out and the wires fed through. I'm just working on installing the junction box that has the main feed for all the living area lights. And I'm having to do this in a bit of a convoluted way. So as you can see, last night I finished up most of the plasterboarding. We've got holes for light switches. This is going to be the main light over here. So this is the area where I need these junction boxes to come in. As you can see, everything's in conduit and everything is going to be behind the plasterboard in the wall. And this is why I'm a bit confused and I'm having to do things in a funny fashion. So the way that these junction boxes fit to the plasterboard is, where is it? Can you see that little fella there? That little piece of metal? That's attached to this screw here. And as you tighten the screw, that is gonna go in and it's gonna pin, and it's got little spikes on it. It's basically going to grip to the back of the plasterboard to hold it in place. And then I'm going to have my conduit feeding through various cutout holes. There's quite a few going in, so there's going to be some going in the top, some in the side, some in the bottom, some through the back. But my issue with this install is, let me pop this out. If I have my conduit going into this box and it's clipped and secured into this box and the hole is tight to the box, how on earth would I get that in if there was conduit coming out of every side? It's absolutely done my head in trying to think of what the correct way to do of this is, and I haven't been able to find the answer anywhere, so I'm improvising. So because thankfully this is a new install, what I'm going to do is put all the conduit, feed it all into the back of the box, get everything connected, and then, you can't really see what I'm doing, but then connect the piece of plasterboard and put it in place after the fact. I'm going to have to do another one in this wall here, but this one's not so bad because I can fit plasterboard on the front with the box and then go in behind before plasterboard gets put on the back, connect all of that and then put a piece behind it. This video is sponsored by Bluetti.
You might have heard us speak about them before or seen us use the power banks on the renovations. They're such high quality and they've given us so much freedom being able to take power wherever we need it. It's completely altered how we can work on the farm. So this is the Elite 300. It's got 2,400 watts of power and just over 3 kilowatt hours capacity, but size-wise it's only slightly bigger than a typical 2 kilowatt hour unit. I'm not quite sure how they've managed to squeeze everything into it, but they have. And with space being at such a premium in the cabin, having this much power in such a small unit is going to be so valuable.
The 3,000 watt hour battery in this can power a fridge for up to 60 hours, so this would be an ideal choice for a home backup. So initially we'll be using this to power everything we need in the cabin, but for now I've just been using it to keep the power tool batteries full and power the vacuum so I can clean up after myself like the good little boy that I am.
One thing that I really like is that you can control it remotely with the app. You can turn things on and off, take it out of power saving sleep mode, as well as check how much charge it's got.
So if you want to get yourself an Elite 300 or just learn a bit more about it, click our link in the description and use our discount code BlueEttyLife to get 5% off. Okay. God, this is difficult. I don't think you're going to be looking at anything here. This is so fiddly. Maybe I'll have to just fast forward this and I'll show you when I'm done. Oh, this is so hard. Right, we're in. Now I've got to try and get it back. There's so much conduit putting pressure behind here. Just so you can see what's going on. Inside the box, obviously super long cables, but everything labelled up. Back of the box, I don't know if you can see. It's very, very tight. There's a lot of pressure from this bent conduit. Right, let's get this on. Just pulled the wires out from that bit of conduit that I accidentally went into, and you see that, just clipped it. So, gonna have to replace that, unfortunately, but at least I realised, because that, I mean, you can't see the bare wire, but I don't want that insulation damaged and inside the wall, because that's potentially a fire waiting to happen. So, we'll get that one changed out. Oh, I've messed up. So when I was cutting the holes in the plasterboard for these back boxes, they need a 65mm diameter hole cutter to get a snug fit. I only had a 60 or a 68mm hole cutter. So I did a test piece, a test hole on a bit of plasterboard with a 68mm, and it all fitted fine. So I cracked on and I've done all of the light switch back boxes as well as all the socket back boxes with the 68mm hole cutter. What I hadn't anticipated when I did my test one was that when the conduit goes into these, the pressure on them is pulling on this back box. So you can see here, that is getting pulled inside where the hole is too tight. It's fine on ones where there's only a single piece of conduit going in. That's really tight. I'm just gonna get some plaster in there when I come and do the mudding and taping. Same on this double one. As long as it's one piece of conduit, it's all good. I'm not really sure how to resolve it, to be honest with you, because it's not like it's a back box where it's screwed to a stud or something and you can just make good around it. It's actually using the plasterboard to hold it in place. So you need the hole to be tighter to actually get a good fit. I don't really know what to do. I'm gonna have to have a bit of a think. I'm gonna leave that for now. I'm gonna crack on with something else. I think what I'm gonna do is start plasterboarding this dividing wall. I need something that's gonna be like a big change to feel like I've made a bit of progress, because quite frankly, that's pissed me off. Well, that job's cheered me up a bit, because now I can finally see what it's going to look like, and we have a bedroom. I'm passing through the door to the bedroom. It's quite cool to have the two separate spaces. So here's the view from inside. Obviously, I haven't done the bathroom yet. I'm so glad we put that window in. I really like the view through from here. Obviously, you're going to have the log burner there and TV there. I'm going to leave the insulating and the plasterboarding of the inside of this room until tomorrow. The sun's come out. I'm going to stop a bit early today, have a beer, have a bit of rest, because as you probably can already tell by my grouchiness, I'm a bit tired. So I think a bit of rest will do me good. Come back and hit it tomorrow with a fresh mindset. God, I can't think properly. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Good morning. I woke up in a much better mood this morning, ready to just crack on and have a good productive day, but I'm really being tested here. I had to go out yesterday and get some more plasterboard screws because I blitzed through all of the other ones I had, and they're a different brand and they are useless. They're just not fit for purpose at all. Even though they're designed to go into steel stud work, they're just not biting. So I'm just having failed attempt after failed attempt, and it's obviously making a dog's dinner of the plasterboard. That doesn't matter too much because everything here will get taped over and filled in. It's just the time I'm wasting to do this. So yeah, change of plan. No more plasterboarding today. I'm going to leave it until I can get some better screws because firstly, I don't want to waste my time, but secondly, I need to watch myself at the moment. Things that are getting me really frustrated are making me spiral into a bad mood pretty easily right now. They're really breaking my spirit, and yeah, it's probably obvious to you guys. I can't really hide it very well, but I'm a bit frayed around the edges at the moment. I think the combination of working this build, having a newborn baby, it's a lot. It is a lot. Don't get me wrong, I love having Harrison here. Could not love him anymore. It's one of the best things that's ever happened to me, but the extra load has really brought it into focus of just how much we have on our plate. And, you know, to be honest, we had a lot on our plate before. Prime example, making these videos, running this channel. The only way these videos have been edited is because I've basically stayed up all night and done it. So for a few years now, I've only slept really 6 nights a week, which isn't healthy, I know, but previously I could kind of make up for it with the other 6 nights and get a bit more sleep. But now, obviously, with a baby here, I'm never sleeping well and it is taking its toll. So, you know, I really got to look after myself a bit better. We're definitely going to have to make some changes to ease the load, ease the burden a bit because, yeah, this isn't healthy. I know some of you will probably say in the comments, we're here for you. You don't have to make videos all the time, and I appreciate that. We appreciate that. However, I really like making these videos. It's a really fun, creative outlet. It's also a really cool thing thinking about the future, to be able to look back and watch these things and appreciate what we've done. And there's also the fact of, can't beat around the bush, we make money from these, and yeah, I've got a baby here. I want to keep making money, as much money as we can, because I want to make sure that him and Victoria are good and they're set and everybody gets whatever they need. Anyway, that's enough of my heart to heart, just letting you all know how I'm feeling. But yeah, right now, back to work. I'm going to insulate this partition wall that runs between the bedroom and the living room, and then once that's done, I'm going to go work with Victoria, have a bit of fun, because there's a big job we've been putting off outside for about 9 months now, so we're going to crack on with that. Hoping we can get this done and stay dry, but we might end up getting rained off. So this is going to be our new opening for the tractor.
How many brambles is too many brambles? this many brambles.
It's a bit of a mess. So we've got a big stone wall that goes down the middle of our property. We've already opened it up in a few places like this, so you can walk through. But at the moment, we don't really have anywhere that's easy to get the tractor through.
It's only a couple of feet tall, this, but looking at how many stones we've got to shift, this isn't a small job. Luckily, we've got reinforcements here, haven't we?
Yeah, there is a bit of a difference in height between that side and this side, but it's not too much. So hopefully it will just be a case of pushing the stones through, filling them in. Job's a good one.
Easy peasy. It's been a minute since I've done anything particularly physical, so I'd like G'd myself up for this job. But as we were going through all the brambles, we're just looking at this wall and kind of wondering if we might be better off, at least initially, to attempt to shift some of these rocks with the tractor bucket. We've got a few more obstacles to go before we can try that though. Don't give yourself a hernia.
I won't. I thought that was a bit shallower. I think this is actually quite a bit deeper. Oh.
Come on. Come on.
Right. Okay, I'll put this back in another day. I'll just get it out of the way for now.
One promising thing is, though, now we've moved so many of these brambles, the levels between the two different sides are pretty similar. We didn't think they were going to be that close, did we?
No, I think we actually might just be able to just take the stones out and then we'll just drive the tractor over it. And I think it will just be like, you know, be like a little speed bump.
Okay, keep you in check.
Keep me in check. Stop me from going turbo.
What was that move? Giddy up.
I'm just thinking, I think we should take them off by hand.
Right, okay.
Because all I'm going to do is I'm not going to scoop them up. I'm just going to blast through like a demolition thing, and then we'll have to pick them up on the other side and I might just damage them. Whereas we could use these for the veranda on the stone house.
Fair enough. Okay, back to plan A.
Did a good job there, Muscles. Right in the nick of time as well.
I know, our little foreman is announcing it is time for dinner, aren't you? I think we've got just enough time to take the maiden voyage though.
Come on then, your turn.
I'm gonna engage off-road mode. Come on, Harrison. Oh no!
You've gone straight into a stone.
There's a stone there. Just rewind.
Never happened. And take two.
Okay, tractors and prams are very different things. I need a little bit of finessing for you, hey?